Hello everyone and welcome back to Age of Nagash, which is a channel dedicated to Age of Sigmar. But in this video is going to be a bit different because we have got some news from Warhammer community, which is really news from Creative Assembly, talking about the announced Warhammer Total War 3 or Total War Warhammer 3, but I think the Warhammer is the most important part of that title. So this is the new Total War Warhammer game coming out, which is very exciting, something that's been kind of long awaited, and here we are. So I understand, like I say, this is a bit different to what I normally put out sort of content, but it's news and it's something that I'm personally very excited for because I love the Total War Warhammer games, as they're just absolutely great fun and you get to play with all of these amazing characters and units and monsters and creatures and everything else and all these different factions within a Total War setting. So what we've got here is, like I said, it's been announced, Total War Warhammer 3, and then there's also the trailer for it, which is really cool. Not a gameplay trailer, but a cinematic trailer that looks lovely. They always do good cinematic trailers for the Total War Warhammer games coming out. But also, there's going to be a tie-in here to Warhammer the Oldworld, which is going to be the specialist game that Games Workshop is coming up with, that we can see come out in probably the next year or so, dependent. Obviously, we don't know a date for certain for that, but they give us more information on it here. So because it was related to Warhammer, I thought I would cover it. So we're going to read through this article. As you can see, this has been screen recorded. It'll all be done in one take, everything like that. So apologies if I slip up at anywhere on the point, but I am just quite excited to start talking about this. So it says, watch Kislev battle a bloodthirster in the first trailer for Total War Warhammer 3. So we're going to get to the trailer now, but essentially, yes, there is a big showcase on Kislev here, and there is also some other things we'll get to in a moment. But it says, Games Workshop and Sagas are proud to reveal Total Warhammer 3, the long-awaited third installment of the smash hit strategy series, developed by Creative Assembly in partnership with the Warhammer Creativity Studio. So let us get on with the trailer. I understand by playing this trailer, it probably might mean that this video is like invalid and stuff, but I don't care. The trailer is cool, too cool not to actually play. Right, so let us see what this is all about.
Death is like the winter chill. No door can keep it from us. In summer yet may bloom again, though ice be all upon us.
So grim and dark already, love it.
My child, there is so much to tell you that I have run out of time. The sacrifice I made was not enough. The dark gods still feed on our transgressions.
Absolutely disgusting.
Corruption.
Absolutely beautiful.
Obsession.
Beautiful.
Deceit. Rage. You must face these demons.
Fucking polar bear cavalry, alright then. God, this is awesome. So that looks absolutely brilliant. Generally really excited for it. It looks really cool. I don't know loads about Kislev, to be absolutely honest with you, apart from I remember one time with Grimgor Ironhide went to attack Kislev, but they summoned a wintered blizzard to prevent the orcs from getting to destroy a lot of the Kislev townships and everything else. And then Grimgor Ironhide actually tried to sneak up on this blizzard, which was just a little bit of fun, but that's all I really know about Kislev. And I knew they had polar bear cavalry, and I'm really think it looks awesome. It's nice that they've expanded a lot upon it, because obviously it wasn't like a full-fledged army in the Warhammer like fantasy, as far as I'm aware. And then obviously the Blades of Khorne, or the Bloodbound, or the just like Khorne Devoted, as known in the... Well, that was looking very cool there as well. That Bloodthirster just looks incredible. And I just loved it when they showed us like the 4 Chaos Gods. Would have liked it they spend more time on the Slaanesh face, but that's okay. We'll get to more of that later. So we can see that we've got the Kislev, the Demons of Chaos, and then we have also got Cathay, however it's pronounced, which is like the Great like Eastern Empire as far as I'm aware. Again, apologies, I'm not a massive, huge... what's the word, like professional when it comes to old Warhammer fantasy lore, but let's get on to see what they say about it. So that's right, the Boyars of Ice Kislev are ready to follow their, oh for God's sake, Trasna, let's just go with that, into battle once more as one of the game's playable factions at launch. As if that wasn't enough, you'll also be able to command the demonic armies of Khorne, Slaanesh, Tzeentch, or Nurgle, thanks to the introduction of playable factions dedicated to each of the 4 Chaos Gods. Okay, so this sounds like they're not just going to massively expand on Warriors of Chaos, as the faction that we know already in Total Warhammer. It sounds like they're actually going to make a separate faction for each one of the gods, which would be very cool. Personally, I wouldn't mind if they just stuck all this into Warriors of Chaos and they just made that faction absolutely huge and gave you loads of customization, depending on what god you want to dedicate to. I think that would be incredible. But if they want to do it as separate things, that's absolutely fine. I just hope they don't do right Warriors of Chaos here, Demons of Chaos here, because I just don't feel like they work together well, or just aesthetically it just doesn't feel right. So I hope they do it right, and I think they will. So then it says, regular readers of Warhammer community will know that Games Workshop Creative Studios is hard at work on Warhammer the Oldworld, a project that will see the return of the world that was to the tabletop, and their designs have fed directly into the development of Total War Warhammer 3. Check out this exclusive piece of concept art for the Kislev Griffin Legion for a taste of what they have been working on. Again, apologies for all the names I'm saying wrong. I mean, like at the end of the day, I don't really care, but I thought I'd let you know that. Apologies for that. So we can see like a picture here. Yeah, this is cool. We can see like, I think there were guys like this in the trailers. We can see the different weapons. This is very cool. What I would like to say is, if you guys obviously want to check this out, head over to Warhammer Community. It's their latest article at the moment anyway. Just go on there, you'll be able to find it. So it then says, ruled by the indoctrined hand of... Oh, I'm going to have to learn how to pronounce this right. Anna, I just can't do it today, I don't know why. Catherine, known as the Ice Queen, or let's just go Ice Queen. Ice Queen is something I can pronounce. As much for her demeanour as her magic, the proud warriors of Kislev have a long history of struggle against the forces of chaos that has moulded them into a hardy, determined people, rightly famed for the quality of their cavalry. Some even ride to war on the back of ferocious armoured polar bears, their winged banners fluttering in the frozen wind. Yeah, this is really cool. Funny thing is, when this was announced, I was actually having a game on TTS, and the map we were using looked a lot like a Kislev landscape. So me and my gaming buddy were saying that this is a sign that this is why Kislev has been released. So anyway, it says, don't take our word for it, though we're just the humble messengers. Here's our Andy and Mark Bedford to tell you all about their work on an earlier period in Kislev history for Warhammer the Oldworld. So I'm just going to say that this is just a quick video, guys. So I'm not going to go into another video here, but go check out, like I said, the Warhammer community. You can watch it. I've watched it already. It was very interesting, and you can see like their sort of design inputs and why they're excited to bring back the Oldworld and Kislev. So then going on to, now you're probably wondering what other factions you'll be able to command when Total Warhammer 3 launches. Well, we can reveal one more, and it's a biggie. So you can see we've got Cathay here, so or Cathay, however it's pronounced. So eagle-eyed viewers among you may have spotted the name of a Grand Cathay. It sounds like a sort of a place you get a cup of coffee from or something, but Cathay, however it is, at the end of the trailer. And now the largest empire in the Warhammer world will finally be getting its time in the sun. The Dragon Empire of Cathay has long been mentioned in the background of the old world history, and thanks to the Warhammer Studios work in close partnership with Creative Assembly, fans will be able to get their first real taste of this fascinating empire in Total War Warhammer 3 at launch. I'm just trying to think if it is Cathay or Cathay. I'm sure someone can let me know in the comments, it's fine. But it's really annoying me that, and I can't pronounce the Ice Queen's name right. So it then goes, find out all about the new game on the Creative Assembly blog on TotalWar.com and pre-order it now on Steam and the Epic Games Store to play later in 2021. Because that's the other cool thing coming out. So it's coming out in 2021 this year, not next year, this year. But it does, if you go look on the Steam page for the this game, or Total Warhammer 3, it does say late 2021. So like if I want to quickly go on it now, you can see now it says late 2021. So might not be until like November time or even December. Usually I think the Total War games come out about July time, I think, the last few. So this one will be a bit late in the year, but this is coming sooner than I expected. I'm glad they didn't drop all this stuff like 6 months ago, and then it just feels like a massive slog of a wait to try and get this one. And then it says, make sure to watch the trailer again in case you missed anything, blah, 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 blah. And then they've also done Warhammer TV Reacts, where they've got a couple of guys in their Warhammer TV, essentially just reaction to the trailer, which is quite cool to see. And then it says, devout readers of the Black Library books may remember a certain sorcerer from Cathay in 1991's Beast in Velvet. Also looks like a little sneaky thing there, if you're interested in that, to try and find out. Again, it generally annoyed me about mispronouncing the words there. It's just, I'm not used to talking about these armies. So yeah, I'm excited for this. I'm excited for Polar Bear Cavalry, all the Dooms of Chaos, obviously, mainly the Sinesh stuff. That's what I do. And it'd be really cool to see how it's implemented in this. The other cool thing, if you look at the Steam page, it says if you pre-order, you'll get a free race pack, which is interesting. And I think that could be Cathay. I think that could be Cathay. I'm generally really annoyed with that. But I think it could be that one you could get, or it could be Kislev, or it could be, I don't think, they've learned first time. They can't be the demons again. Surely not. But anyway, so that's all I wanted to say, guys, and just sort of give you my thoughts on it. Like I say, fairly quick video. Apologies, because I know this is something a bit different. Some of you guys may not be interested in, but if you guys are interested in this, and you want me to cover this in the future, please let me know by, liking the video, because if I see how many likes, I know that this is popular and something I can return to, because they'll probably do more articles on this, like they have with Warhammer Quest and everything else. And then also, if you've got any thoughts or anything about this, or what are you excited for? What army do you want to play? We know there's going to be, like the Ogre Kingdoms, and there's going to be the Chaos Dwarves and all those sort of things we can expect to have in this game as well. So let me know what you're most excited about playing, because that would be great to hear. And also, remember, if you did enjoy the video, hit that subscribe button, as that does really help the channel. It's absolutely free as well. So yeah, fantastic. And if there's anything I missed in this article, in this quick read, let us know down below. If there's any more like hints of what we can see and what we can expect, that would be really, really cool to see. What I do just want to say though is, tying this into Warhammer the Oldworld, it does make me think that Warhammer the Oldworld could come out around the same sort of time as when this game is released, like earliest, but I honestly think it's still probably about a year or so away. But I think it won't come out too much later after this game comes out, because they're really trying to tie it together. And I think that's why maybe Warhammer 3 has been delayed a little bit, I want to say. It's been delayed a bit, and I think that's why, because maybe they were waiting for Warhammer the Oldworld. I do think Warhammer the Oldworld will probably end up just being a Forge World thing, unfortunately, so it probably will be quite expensive. But hey, you want your Polar Bear Cavalry? Here you bloody go. I tell you what, I will not go all the way through this, but I know, like, brilliant timing. So if I click on that, we can see like there is concept art here of, you know, like polar bear cavalry and everything, what we could expect to see, what could look very, very cool. So yeah, anyway guys, I'm rambling on now, and that's all I wanted to say. So like I say, if you did enjoy the video, make sure you hit that subscribe button and the like button as well. Really helps out the channel. If you've already done that, make sure you hit the bell notification button, as that's something that I do sometimes forget to ask you guys to do. And if you could just press the little bell button, it's just a move your mouse a little bit to the right, it really helps out the channel. And with that, I do want to say a massive shout out to my patrons, as thanks to these lovely people I can continue making these videos to try and help you guys with your Warhammer hobby. So that's going to be my Morgasts, which are Sandback and Johnathan H, and Filq and Bleed Red, my Vampires, which is Mir, Martin S, and Rouse321, and David A, and then my Necromancers, of course, which is Jacq.l, RadiationRiley, AW77, Dice Sagas, WolfNick, Michal W, Quad, Cranky Wombat, Christopher F, and Christopher C. So guys, thank you very much for your continued support. It really means the world to me, or the old world in this case. Obviously, pardon the terrible pun. But anyway, with that, guys, I thank you very much for watching this. Please let me know if you're excited for this new game coming. And remember, until next time, to wash your hands, stay hygienic. For God's sake, wear a mask, and we will start actually gaming again soon. Maybe by the time this game comes out. And also, more importantly, as always, remember that Nagash is all, and all is one in Nagash.